Hi there. Acts 10:38 says Jesus went about doing good. Now, that's quite an understatement, isn't it? I mean, if you go about doing good, it usually means, well, if I go about doing good, it normally means I held the door open for someone, or I didn't eat the last piece of cake, heroic stuff like that. But Jesus, he went about really doing good. He didn't just sprinkle a few random acts of kindness here and there. He made it a full-time job. While healing people was a big part of it, that wasn't the full picture. Let's not miss out everything else he did that was just as powerful, though maybe less dramatic. For starters, Jesus welcomed the outcasts. Those people who make everyone uncomfortable at family gatherings. Jesus invited them to come and sit here next to him. He befriended tax collectors. He reached out to the kinds of people that others politely cross the road on the other side to avoid. It's like he had a radar for awkward, lonely, misunderstood people. And instead of avoiding them, he headed straight for them with a smile and probably a story. And then there's his teachings. His teachings. No, not exactly a PowerPoint presentation, with a 5x5, more like mustard seeds, lost coins, and sheep that needed GPS. But people listened. And why? Because he spoke with authority and at the same time with compassion. And unlike your average religious leader, he wasn't trying to win debates. He was trying to win hearts. Also, let's not forget Jesus fed people. Thousands of them. From practically nothing. Fish and bread. And he didn't even ask anyone to bring a side dish. He saw hungry crowds and thought, yep, they need food, not just sermons. Now that's what we call a practical ministry. And he forgave sins, which, let's be honest, is a bigger deal than we could ever admit. He didn't say, clean yourself up and I'll think about it. He said, you're forgiven, go live free. Now that's not just good, that's revolutionary. And you mustn't even get me started how he washed his disciples' feet. That's love with a side of humility. Imagine the CEO of a company showing up to clean the office bathroom. Same vibe. Jesus did good even when it cost him everything. He confronted injustice. He exposed hypocrisy. Even with a well-timed parable and the kind of side eye that left the Pharisees speechless. And in the end, he gave up his life to bring us life. That is the deepest kind of good. So what does that mean for us, for you and I? Well, if we're following him, if we're following Jesus, then doing good isn't optional. It's not an extra credit for the part of a Christian life. It is the Christian life. And no, you don't have to start healing people or multiplying the lunch packs. Sometimes doing good looks like listening well or forgiving quickly. Sometimes it looks like including the left out, or even helping someone with a photo for Instagram. But today, as you and I go about our own life, whether it's to a meeting or to laundry, or trying not to lose your temper in the traffic, ask yourself, what do doing good look like right here? Then, just like Jesus, go about doing it. There's this old Wesleyan song, and the words go like this: do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in every place you can, at all the times you can, to everyone you can, as long as you ever can, do all the good you can. May God's Spirit give you and I the strength to do good with all that we can. Till we meet again, God bless.